These days we're too quick to bandy terms like hero, bravely, and made the world a better place. About. Scott Brown was the hero with Celtic's last-minute winner. The goalkeeper bravely dived on the ball to defy the onrushing striker. The Nobel Prize-winning scientist's pioneering work in the field of disease prevention has made the world a better place. As admirable as these achievements are, they hardly constitute genuine bravery or heroism. Certainly not when compared to the heroes of South Ayrshire Police, who in 2019 risked everything to stop a handful of Ayr United fans making their way into Greenock with a carryout. Of course, here in 2035 these men are rightly hailed as heroes, but just as the work of writer Edgar Allan Poe, astronomer Galileo Galilei and versatile fullback, midfielder Stephen Whittaker was only truly appreciated after their time, so these crime-fighting legends faced indifference and even criticism from the public. Stephen Whittaker, Image, SNS Group. It's hard to believe, I know, but you have to bear in mind that 2019 was a very different place. Burgundy passports, 24-hour electricity, jobs. In fact, almost the only thing that 2019 has in common with 2035 is that even back then Rangers were talking about going for 55. Taking us back to those strange times is Detective Inspector Spritportioned, whose new memoir, Zero Dark Thirsty, taking bevy off some Fitba fans on a bus and other tales from the front line with DI. Spritportioned recalls that momentous day in nail-biting detail. It is our honor to share an exclusive extract from a memoir destined for the bestseller lists. DI. Spritportioned begins by taking us back to a pivotal moment from his childhood. It's summer 1997. Tony Blair has become Prime Minister, Rangers have won 9 in a row and Hansen topped the charts with Mbop, which I would still argue to this day is when they really came into their own, commercially and artistically. I'm 11 and looking forward to the summer holidays, mainly because it's a respite from the trauma of school. Every day I would endure taunts from boys in my class, who would call me Specky F***y, Specky W***, K, and Specky Hot Dog Extravaganza. I would see those boys drinking buck fast on the way home and think, one day I'll make you pay. One day, police parade their findings. There was to be no respite at home though. Mum and Dad had grown distant, which I would later find out was down to Dad failing to wash his plates before putting them in the dishwasher and Mum asking my geography teacher. When Dad was away on business trips I would often see Mr. Southport leaving my mum's room, naked from the waist down with his top half covered by an Ayr United top. He would take a sip from the can of Foster's in his hand, and say something cryptic to me like just shush Edder ma son. Mon the honest men. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew it couldn't be good. As I trudged back to my room, I would think to myself, one day I'll make you pay. One day. Fast forward to February 2019. Britain has Theresa May instead of a Prime Minister. Stephen Gerrard is in what would turn out to be the third last month of his spell in charge of Rangers, and famous opera singer Sir Gerald Cinnamon is still in his short-lived acoustic guitar phase. I've moved up through the ranks quickly. Lifted a guy selling fake Richard Ashcroft t-shirts outside the Bears, busted a 14-year-old for swearing on Twitter. All high-profile busts, but nothing could prepare me for the events of February 16th. We picked up a scumbag who had attempted to board a peak train with an off-peak ticket. He tried to bargain his way out of jail time, claiming he knew of some major criminal activity taking place in our jurisdiction. He sweated down the perp. He told us there was a shipment headed for Greenock, and that if it slipped through the Buckfast, volume of Greenock could increase by as much as 0.004%. We assembled in our vans at 08:00 hours and began plotting the mission. Sir Gerald Cinnamon. During his acoustic days the vehicle was successfully intercepted at 1421 hours, at which point we tentatively boarded. Our men were immediately disoriented by the overpowering smell of out-of-season dark fruits and cries of "Ah, come on, get TAEF ****, K ya Jobsworth fannies," which an expert would later translate for us as "We're on our way to a football ground, not Mariefield, so you're completely justified in confiscating our alcohol." As working-class oiks, we would almost certainly be terrorizing passers-by within minutes were it not for your intervention. This was not for the faint-hearted, but we knew that if we were to lay down our lives on that bus, our sacrifice would not have been in vain. We emerged with the spectacular haul, and proceeded to boast about the act on Twitter. "Operations like this one help keep fans and the wider community safe," was our message, alongside a picture of the 11 alcoholic beverages we had confiscated. To this day I've still not looked at the comments underneath, but I've got no reason to believe they're anything but complimentary. Did we celebrate? Oh, how we celebrated. Best part of it is we didn't even have to put our hands in our pocket. We already had 2 bottles of Buckfast, 4 half bottles, 2 cans of dark fruits, 2 cans of Foster's and a bottle of Mad Dog and a couple of Tesco, popular pre-Brexit supermarket chain, bags. Fortunately we were sensible enough not to neck it all in one night, instead saving the majority of it for our supporters' bus through to Mariefield. As for the reprehensible thugs who so brazenly attempted to enjoy a minor swally on their way to watch a Greenock Morton Vere United match, I can only assume they saw the error of their ways and that our intervention saved them from life of crime. My last memory of them is their anguished faces as I stepped off the bus with their cans in my bag. I turned to them, winked and said, "One day you'll see. One day, one day."